Hey friends, Eric here. Um, Yesterday, I talked about trying to come up with my core values sometime yesterday, and yeah, I didn't get it done. Primarily, it's because I decided that it would be better if I had some kind of system, some kind of process for figuring out what those core values are, because I don't know where to start. I could create a list. I could probably go through that list and whittle it down and maybe distill it down to three, but I wanted to use other people's research on doing this because I'm not an expert. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't understand these concepts like somebody who has studied it would. So, what I did was I went to the great psychologist, ChatGPT, and asked it to help me create this process. And part of this I use Notebook LM for. So, if you're looking for a tool that will help you aggregate other knowledge into important information that you can actually use and digest, I definitely recommend using Notebook LM. It'll actually create a podcast that you can listen to about the topic that you're interested in. So lots of great stuff there. And I came up with this process that I think will help me develop my core values. It gives me 100 core values that people have come up with, through the ages, and I pick 20. And then it gives me a process or a framework for going through and kind of combining those 20 into 10 different themes. And then I can take those 10 themes, decide which ones are most important to me, and refine that down to three. Now, it doesn't stop there. It actually goes and compares this to the Ikigai philosophy that we talked about yesterday. And so it helps to align with that to test those three against the Ikigai to make sure that it matches what you're really interested in, what your core values should be. So I have pretty much finished the documentation of the process. I'm going to run through it today. Then hopefully, I know I promised this yesterday that I have it today, but I didn't because I dived into the process. Um, I will have that list for you so you can see how I went through. The other thing I want to say is I am going to go through and document these in video in more detail later. These shorts are just kind of to document the journey to see how it goes. And then once I have this process more in place and I have my results to share, then I will share those in longer form videos with you all. Thanks.